Hey, how's it going? I'm Jack Johnson, and for years our Johnson Ohana Foundation has supported the Santa Barbara Food Bank. And right now, more than ever, food security and food access is so important. So I hope that you can support the work that the food bank in Santa Barbara is doing as well. I'm going to share a song with you. This is called Home. Hope you enjoy it. Gotta get home, there's a garden to tend. All the fruits on the ground and the birds have all moved back into my attic. They whistled in static, the young learn to fly. I will patch up the holes once again. Well, I can't believe that my lime tree is dead. I thought it was sleeping, I guess it got fed up with not being fed. And I would be too. There's food in my belly and hope that my time isn't soon. Isn't soon. So I try to understand what I can't hold in my hand, and whatever I find, I'll find my way back to you. And if you try to find it too, 'cause this place is overgrown, it's a wax and moon. Home is wherever we are if there's love here too. In the back of my house there's a trail that won't end. We've been walking so far that it grew back in, and now there's no trail at all, just grass growing taller. Get on my machete and battle with time once again. But I'm bound to lose, 'cause I'll be damned if time don't win. I've gotta get home, there's a garden to tend. All the seed from the fruit buried and begin their own family trees. Teach them thank you and please as they spread their own roots, then watch the young fruit grow again. This old trail will lead me right back to where it begins. So I try to understand what I can't hold in my hand, and whatever I find, I'll find my way back to you. And if you try to find it too, 'cause this place is overgrown, it's a wax and moon. Home is wherever we are if there's love here too. Home is wherever we are if there's love here too. Home is wherever we are if there's love here too. Lots of love. Aloha.
A special thank you goes to all of our sponsors who made this evening possible. Thank you for virtually attending the 2020 Table of Life Picnic Gala in support of the Food Bank of Santa Barbara's response to the economic crisis related to COVID-19. A crisis where your support is more important now than ever. Good evening. My name is Judy Weisbart, and I'm honored to be your MC tonight for the 9th annual Table of Life in the beautiful gardens of Betsy and John Muller. Thank you so much for having us. We've come together virtually to celebrate the power of community in raising each other up in a time of financial uncertainty, the time of increased food insecurity for families impacted by COVID-19. Like you, we'd much rather be together in person, and yet for safety of all, we're happy to still be together in the virtual moment, raising dollars to benefit the Food Bank of Santa Barbara County. In a moment, you'll see how we've transformed access to healthy food and fresh produce for more than 100,000 county residents, with 7.6 million pounds of food just since March 12th. If you are one of our picnic basket sponsors or a patron, We hope that you are enjoying your delicious meal. The people you see named on your screen help make this delicious treat possible. To all of our attendees, please raise your glass and toast in gratitude for your care of those in need in our community. Thank you for your generous support. Cheers. From generous farmers to clients, the food bank moves millions of pounds of food with the help of volunteers. Corporate sponsorship invests heavily in our success at keeping the food supply chain flowing smoothly. Many, like Yardi Systems, who we honor tonight, generously provide financial partnerships in addition to their hands-on help in Santa Barbara County and worldwide where they operate. The Monsbach family, whose founding of the Family Philanthropy Day has encouraged thousands of volunteers over the past 6 years and provides a platform for families to reach out to other families and meet the food security challenge of 1 in 4 throughout our county. Young Jacob and Joe Monsbach have hustled their muscles and raised over $100,000 through Join Jacob's Triathlon sponsorships. Their passion is for every young person to have the proper food and nutrition to accomplish their own dreams right now. The food bank is privileged to honor such an impactful family. Thank you, Mike, Jen, Jacob, and Joe. You are true community treasures.
My personal want and yearn to understand really began when I was 8, when I first did the Santa Barbara Triathlon and when the beneficiary was the food bank. I got to visit the food bank that year, and it helped me understand what the food bank did and what their vision was for our community, to have this cohesive community that supported each other. And it really wasn't until the next year or even the year after that I really began to realize this genuinely changes people's lives. It's been an amazing journey since then. We've started a volunteer program, and we've got over 2,000 kids and families to join us.
What I saw my brother doing was helping kids and their parents and their families who were food insecure and deserved food that they didn't have access to every day.
We started talking about the implications of food insecurity, and we recognized that food insecurity isn't just about not getting a meal on the table. It's got this long arc of impact on kids' abilities to learn. And one of the kids came home one day and said that, I did the math and there are 30 people in my class, and that means that 6 of them are probably food insecure, which means that 6 of them are probably not focused on learning, which means that 6 of them are probably going to have challenges that we don't have to deal with on a daily basis. And that's when we started thinking about the fact that this isn't just about the now, it's about the arc of people's lives.
It's hard enough to be a parent. It's hard enough to raise good kids. And it's hard enough to work hard in this community. You shouldn't have to wonder if you're going to be able to feed your kids that day. As a parent, you spend every moment of your day doing what's best for your kids and thinking about your kids and their success and their happiness. And to think about where I would get enough food for my kids that day, if I had to deal with that on a daily basis, I think about the stress and the anxiety that would come with that. And then also knowing that I'm not giving them the fundamental things they need to go out into the world and feel great about themselves and be successful and focus on their math problems.
The idea of bringing people together for a common cause, and in this case, bringing people together just to help other people, others in need. I love the fact that people can fight and argue with each other all the time, but when they have a common cause and a purpose, they come together and they learn that if they help each other out, everyone wins, basically. So if our community can come together and help everyone who needs it, everyone benefits.
The last few months have been a situation that few of us have ever experienced before. I remember it was March 9th when it became clear to us that business as usual was not going to cut it, and the food bank as an organization was going to have to change for good. The need for food assistance exploded, quickly doubling the normal numbers of people that we'd been serving in the community. And all of this set within the incredible public health challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic. Families who never imagined that they would need our services came to us for help, and we responded with full hearts and full shells. We like to think that in good times, you can make a donation to the food bank, and then in bad times, it's perfectly fine to make a withdrawal. Before COVID-19, the food bank was already a key strategic asset within Santa Barbara County, distributing over 10 million pounds a year of food through our own national award-winning programs and through a network of 300 member nonprofit agencies. We worked with partners at the state and national level through Feeding America to help move Santa Barbara County from hunger into health. During this pandemic, we had to find a way of getting out twice as much food, often food that we were being forced to purchase. Within a week of the pandemic cutting deep, we had set up 2 new satellite warehouses, one in North and one in South County, giving us 4 warehouses and allowing us to deal with a much greater capacity of food, and also allowing us protection against infection, closing down any one site. Our staff were working insane hours and were drastically overstretched, so we had to bring in 7 new temp staff, often borrowed from furloughed staff members at other nonprofits. We also took on a wonderful array of new volunteers and brought a deployment of nearly 30 National Guards men and women to become warehouse workers and drivers. We had to make a decisive shift from lots of smaller distributions and partners to setting up a new network of 50 SafeNet food distribution sites, where food is packed in a safe environment and then distributed in the same way. We also set up a large home delivery system for isolated and vulnerable seniors. I want to share with you our strategy, our business plan for the next 18 to 24 months. Our job is to take the steps now to ensure that healthy food will keep flowing into our county and be distributed in the fairest, safest, and most effective way. As the virus recedes, the real work for us begins in trying to mitigate the long-term effects that it will leave in its wake. These effects are chronic unemployment and underemployment that are forecast to be greater than that experienced during the 2008 recession. We see it already as businesses are bringing back half the workers they previously employed and offering them less hours. This creates a long-term economic lag that the food bank has to be ready to assist with. As people return to work and struggle to pay back debts, then Santa Barbara County as a whole is going to need the food bank even more to keep families stable in a situation where healthy food is the first thing to be cut from the family budget. We expect a major uptick in current levels of service to commence around August, once additional unemployment insurance monies run out and people face evictions and bankruptcies that up to now have been forestalled. Our projections indicate that we will be feeding 50% more people than our 2019 number for a period of at least 18 months. We are investing now in new vehicles, equipment, and staff to help us achieve these goals, and we're seeking to build our reserves to enable us to weather the storm and keep Santa Barbara County fed, healthy, and productive. I want to thank you so much for the incredible way that you've already stepped up to support us and your community. We know these challenges are coming, and the food bank will be ready, with your continued support, to meet them. Thank you.
My husband, he's a cook. They reduce the hours, so the income in my house is very low right now. It's difficult because I am the work. I stay in my house with my kids, helping with the homeschool.
With COVID-19, it has kept my wife from being able to work. I'm a disabled vet, so when she got laid off, then it really made everything tight.
We usually would have churches that would feed us during the week, but now there was only like about 3 churches that do it. And so we bind together, and whatever food we get, we'll cook together and take care of one another the best we can.
This is actually our first time here at the food bank. We're not even at the end of the month, and we're
not even halfway through the month.
So it's been tough.
Sometimes I cry because I very feel nervous, and I don't know what happened in the future.
Just getting the food here helps immensely. Being homeless, the food stamps don't last so long, so anything from the food bank helps. Anything.
It made me feel less helpless. It felt like hope in a hopeless situation.
It's very important. I feel the people don't forget, no sé cómo decirlo, que no estamos olvidados.
I appreciate the food bank. I honestly didn't really even know it was here until a neighbor told me, and oh gosh, thank goodness he did.
Right, thank you.
I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the food bank, being there for families. Anybody needs food, I'm thankful for the food bank to be there.
Thank you so much at Food Bank for provide this food, and especially for support of communities.
The Table of Life has been a vehicle where over $2.5 million has been raised through table sponsorships and our paddle raise that benefits hungry families, students, fixed income seniors through award-winning programs. And tonight, we hope that you will join us at the level that you are comfortable. Please choose a level of donation and click the appropriate button after this event ends. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Susan Torrey from the John C. Methune Foundation, and tonight we are delighted to offer a $150,000 matching grant for any dollars raised during this virtual Table of Life event and paddle raise. So please, we hope you'll come along with us in reaching the most vulnerable in our community. Thank you.
Ensure the food bank's expanded operations continue to meet the greatest needs in the community through effective and innovative solutions.
Well, hello, I'm Mary Ann Shaw, and I'm here to tell you that it is a pleasure indeed to be a partner with the Food Bank of Santa Barbara County. This is one fine organization that does such a great job of fulfilling its mission of transforming lives through good nutrition. Now, what could be better than that? And I have found it a pleasure indeed to work with this group. Now I'm inviting you to do the same.
Support the thousands of local families suffering from lost wages and food insecurity as the COVID crisis continues with no end in sight.
We're so proud to be a part of the food bank, and we'd like to invite you to join us in supporting them.
The food bank is a wonderful and critical part of the food chain here in Santa Barbara County, and we have so much fruit here in Goleta that I invite everyone to join us to the extent you can, and thank you very much for doing that.
Make a difference in the life of a child who does not know where their next meal will come from.
Hi, we're Brian and Rebecca Gable, longtime supporters of the food bank here in Santa Barbara County. We're proud to be supporters of the food bank, and we think it's critical that no one in our county go hungry, but especially our children. It's very important for their physical and mental well-being.
We welcome you to join us and support the food bank.
Provide needed nutrition to seniors who face the highest risk when they are trying to access basic resources.
Hi, my name is Randy Miller, and I'm so happy to be a longtime partner with the Food Bank of Santa Barbara County. I give to the food bank because, in my opinion, having enough to eat in a society where food is not scarce should be a basic human right. The food bank makes that happen here in our county. Through their many nutrition education initiatives, they not only ensure that our neighbors have enough to eat, they teach and empower them to use fresh food to stay healthy and strong. Let's take care of each other. Please join us.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Sokolove. For years, we ran the event for the Food Bank of Santa Barbara at our home. My husband asked me, why the food bank? What is so important about it? What is important about it is that the food bank feeds our hungry, feeds our children, cares about our community, and it is the most important thing that our children are nourished. I am asking you to join us in supporting the food bank. It is run by competent, caring people, and it is an opportunity for us to do some great work.
A word of instruction. Would you now reach into your basket and fill out the reply card and mail it in tomorrow? This will help us to fully complete the paddle raise. The pen, reply card, and envelope are all included in your basket. Thank you so much for joining us for our virtual Table of Life picnic. We're thrilled that you chose to spend your Saturday evening helping the food bank in our community. We'd also really like to thank all that made this possible, all of our sponsors, and especially the food bank staff who work so hard, as do the volunteers, the board of directors, and especially to all of you for making tonight possible. This is Judy Weisbart saying stay safe, stay healthy, don't forget to wear your mask, wash your hands, be kind to one another. Good night, and thank you for coming.
Thank you, food bank.
Thank you, food bank.
Thank you, food bank.
Thank you, food bank.
Thank you, food bank.